Hi there, Peter here from Clearscope Solutions. Welcome back. If you're tuning in to our video, thanks for watching and thanks for searching for us on YouTube. In this video, what I'd like to do is I'm going to show you how you can turn your Zoho CRM into a 24/7 AI answer bot. What do I mean by that? Well, with a Zoho Marketplace extension that you can actually download and install for free. And to be upfront, it's actually one of our extensions. It's called LogixOne Chat. You can install that inside your Zoho CRM environment, connect an SMS number via Twilio, a WhatsApp number via Twilio, or a normal everyday WhatsApp number, and very soon, our everyday web chat. You'll be able to answer inbound questions from your customers automatically 24/7, 7 days a week, with knowledge about your company. It's a really powerful feature. It basically enables you to be responding to customer inquiries all day, every day, automatically without you having to do too much. And so in this video, I'm going to show you basically how you can do that using LogixOne Chat, a free extension on Zoho Marketplace. So let's go. Okay, here we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go into too much detail in this about what LogixOne Chat is and kind of all the features of it. I'm going to focus specifically on what we call Aura AI, which is our automated responder. And so I'm going to show you basically how that works and then how you can build your own knowledge for your company and plug it into here. So very quickly, this is LogixOne Chat here. You can see it's a extension. It lives inside Zoho CRM. You don't have to jump from this into another app. You can send and receive WhatsApp and SMS messages from here, and very soon, as I mentioned, web chats can come into here as well, so you can receive chats from your website into here, and I'll demonstrate that at the end, that actually working. We're just about to release that. But what Aura AI does is Aura AI can automatically respond to inbound messages. Okay, so if I find a message here, such as this one here, you can see this chat session here, which is a WhatsApp chat session. You can see these messages coming in. So here's a message that comes in that says, I'm interested in LogixOne Chat. And then you can tell by this little icon here that this is an Aura AI automated response that's responding to that inbound message. So I'm interested in LogixOne Chat, and the AI has gone out and basically build the response and responded automatically to that WhatsApp about answering that customer's question. Okay, so hopefully you can see the use of this. It doesn't really matter what type of business you are, whether you're a software provider, you're a service company, you might be a cleaning company. What you can do is in here, and I'm going to show you how to do it. You can basically dump all of your company knowledge into your CRM, set this up, and then be answering your customer inquiries via chat automatically, really quickly. And what you can do is you can, over time, you can train the AI to be even more accurate and more responsive and more efficient. There's a bunch of features in here that allow you to turn the AI on and off on a global scale or across the whole entire CRM or on a per contact or lead basis. You can also set up how you want the Aura AI to behave if it doesn't know the answer to a question, and how many segments in an SMS it sends. So a bunch of controls that you can do, but I'm not going to go into those there for another video. All right, so what I'm going to do now is show you how you can create once you've got this installed, the next thing you need to do is create your knowledge base, and that's what I'm going to show you now how to do. Hi, Peter here from Clearscope Solutions. Thanks for watching our videos. We really love making them. If you've got any questions whatsoever, comment or reach us, come and ask us directly. If you've got a second, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell just to get notified when we create a new video. But also, if you've got a bit of time, please jump onto our website, clearscope.solutions, and just check us out. We've got a lot of experience in Zoho where we might be able to help you, but also have a look at some of our Zoho CRM extensions, such as LogixOne Operator, a field service management tool, LogixOne Chat, a chat tool with AI integration, so it can automatically respond to your customer inbound chats, Our B2B portal lets your customers, especially wholesale customers, place orders directly into the CRM. LogixOne Consolidator is our consolidating tool. What it does is it allows you to select, say, multiple sales orders or invoices inside CRM, and then convert or combine all of those into one invoice. So for things like monthly billing, that type of thing. LogixOne Sync to Zoho Finance is a great tool. What it does is it can sync a quote or a Zoho CRM invoice or sales order into, say, Zoho Books. So you can create an invoice inside Zoho CRM, click a button, and bang, that invoice now exists inside Zoho Books. Zoho CRM cannot do that. Okay, a lot of people think it can, but it can't. It can do something close, but not really. And then LogixOne Easy Quote is our quotation tool. You can create a quote inside Zoho CRM. You press a button, it'll give you a link, send that to the customer. The customer can view that quote online and can accept it, and then that will come back as an approved quote inside your CRM. So yeah, we've got lots of stuff, plus some of our details about us, our consulting capabilities, some use cases. Have a look at those. But of course, if you've got any questions at all, please reach us out directly. Book a meeting online with us, or email us, WhatsApp us if you want to. We'll be ready to. Okay, so the first place that you need to start is what you need to start creating your knowledge. So LogixOne Chat is designed basically to respond to customers' questions about your knowledge or about your company's information, about the services you offer. It's not like normal ChatGPT where it will answer anything, okay? And if it will just create an answer to any question. When a customer is asking you a question, you don't really want that. What you're looking for is for the system to be able to answer with your knowledge. So if a customer asks you something like, if you're a coffee supplier and a customer sends a chat and says, do you do coffee cleaning? You don't really want it to go and say, you don't really want it to answer and say, oh, this is how you clean coffee, and to make up a response. What you want it to do is say, no, we don't clean coffee machines. We clean windows, or we clean houses, or we're a commercial cleaner. Okay, so you want to be able to answer with specific information about your company. And there are controls with inside LogixOne Chat that allow you to be a little bit flexible around that, but that's for another video. So what we're doing here is we're creating the content for the knowledge base so that you can create the knowledge base and build that into your Zoho CRM environment. And to give you an example, I'm actually going to do this on our live CRM, okay? Because I had a thought the other day about, well, how could we answer people's Zoho questions quickly and make it easier for them to be able to ask Zoho questions and get knowledge, all right? But of course, there's a lot of information about Zoho. And yeah, I could sit there and create the knowledge base articles one by one, but that would take me a very long time. So what I did is I basically went to ChatGPT and I'm getting ChatGPT to start building knowledge-based information for Zoho. And what I'm going to do, you can see what it's done is it's built it into a CSV file. And if you can see what I've done. I've basically sort of said, I go and get me create knowledge base articles about Zoho, and give me a CSV file with the LogixOne knowledge base name as one column, and then the content in another column. And I went through a few little steps asking it to provide more information and so on. But that's basically what I did. What you could do is do the same sort of thing here. You could just get ChatGPT to go and build the knowledge base into a CSV file for you. Or what you can do is, say you've got a lot of this information on your website, such as product information or service information, you can export that into a CSV file and basically follow the same process of what I'm going to do here. All right. So hopefully when I'm doing this, you should be able to see how we go about building the knowledge base. All right. So what I did was I created some knowledge here using ChatGPT. I got the CSV file for it. We'll move ChatGPT out of the way and then we'll bring in the spreadsheet. Okay, so here's the spreadsheet from ChatGPT, and you can see I've got my header rows in row number 1, and then I've got my knowledge underneath it. And this is kind of the format that you need to create, okay, to be able to build your knowledge base with inside Zoho CRM. So you can see here I've got the LogixOne base name, what is Zoho CRM system architecture overview, and then these are the responses or the content built by ChatGPT. The next I've got a keyword, all right, and that's basically really all I need to be able to build the knowledge base. All right, so hopefully you can see that I've built this using ChatGPT, but you can also do this with existing knowledge that you've already got. For example, if you're selling products, say you were selling car stereos or computers or mobile phones, what you could do is export your website and download that into a spreadsheet, format it into this, upload it into Zoho CRM, and start answering customer questions about your products. Okay, so that's just how quick and simple it is to do. All right, so we've got our spreadsheet here. We've sort of formatted it the way we want it, and now we'll basically just close that, and now we'll jump back into, we're going to keep the current formatting, we're going to jump back into Zoho CRM and start the import process. Okay, now we're back in Zoho CRM. To build our knowledge base, or to have our knowledge base, we need to access a newly installed custom module that gets installed when you install LogixOne Chat, and it's called the L1 AI Knowledge Base. And so you just need to go to that. Actually, I'll go back and then I'll just open that up in a new tab. Okay, so you can see here, I'm in the L1 AI knowledge base module, and you can see here's all of our existing knowledge bases. All right, and so you can see we've got a total of 17 knowledge bases, and they range from different stuff about some of our products, LogixOne Chat, support questions, product questions about our products. So if anybody sends us a WhatsApp or an SMS, we'll answer based on this knowledge. And so this is the knowledge that the Aura AI or LogixOne Chat uses to be able to formulate its answers. And it does that by looking up all of this knowledge and then picking the most probable answer to the customer's question. So what happens is when you when a message comes into into LogixOne Chat, then that message is stored inside the CRM. It's sent to Aura AI, and Aura AI then has your knowledge inside it, your instance of your knowledge, not shared with anybody else, and it picks the best answer out of that, okay? And then automatically creates a message and sends that back to the customer. And you can see the type of detail that it can send back here. All right, so let's go. What we want to do now is we want to we could one by one, we could create knowledge bases. And so I can click the create LogixOne knowledge base. I can give it a name such as, our Zoho services. Okay. You could be a cleaning company and it could be, our cleaning services. All right. Then the category, you select the category, and it could be anything like company information, or it could be customer requests, special orders, that sort of thing. And then you can give it a keyword, excuse me, and then you put the content in here. So we provide blah, 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 your cleaning information, all right? So that's one way to do it. And then you can save that. And then if I actually save that, I'll show you what that will do. You can see it's saved here. And if you watch this little sync status here, that will basically update, and then you'll see that it's running. And if we just refresh this page, you'll see that it's now synced successfully to the AI. All right, so that's one way to do it. I'm going to delete this one because I don't want that in our knowledge base. And I'm going to go back to the LogixOne knowledge base module, and I'm not going to click the button. I'm going to click this little arrow here, and I'm going to click the import LogixOne AI knowledge bases. All right, so I'm going to click that here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to import those knowledge base articles or the content that ChatGPT made for me. So all I need to do is, and this is standard Zoho CRM here, right? This is nothing from us or anyone else. This is all basically provided to you by Zoho CRM, and you get that when you install Zoho CRM. So we basically just click browse. There's our spreadsheet. We click that. We click open. All right, so we can see we successfully uploaded that. We click next, and we're going to create as new LogixOne AI knowledge bases. And so let me stop here and talk about these because these are important. Let's say you exported all of your product information and you uploaded all of it into the L1 AI knowledge base module. But let's say you've updated some of those products. You've updated pricing, or you've updated content, their description, whatever it might be. What you can do is click this little checkbox and update the existing L1 knowledge bases only. So you can override the existing information. So if your product information's changed, such as your price, you can upload a new spreadsheet, overwrite the price information, and then sync that to the AI. All right, so that's what you can do by using the update. But we'll just go back into add this as new. And we're going to skip that, and then we're going to basically select our columns here. Okay, so we can see here the fields in the file. This is what the file name is, and if you remember that, I'll just open that up again for you. You can see these are the fields in the file, and then what we need to do is we need to match them to fields in the CRM. All right, so we'll just come here and we'll select that's the L1 AI knowledge base name, all right, which is mandatory, the content which is in there, and the keyword. So you can see it's already mapped that through. And over here you can see this is some of the sample data from the file. So what is Zoho CRM? Here's the content, and here's the keywords. All right, so basically that's it. All right, so we have basically done that, and then what we're going to do is click and we're going to go to next. All right, we're not going to tick assign owner based on assignment rules, and no need to do that. We're not going to trigger any automation because I'm going to do that actually inside the module itself. I'm going to show you how to do that. You could do that from here, as just making sure that you've got the knowledge selectors active. But what I sort of suggest is actually to upload them first and then do that inside the CRM module. All right, and we don't need to click enable manual L1 AI knowledge base approval. All right, we're not going to do any follow-up tasks or any of that sort of stuff. We're just going to click finish. All right, you can see it's been imported. It's been scheduled. We'll click OK. You can see it's already been successfully imported, right? I haven't stopped the video or anything. That's just how quick it is, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to refresh here. So now you can see that we've imported all of the information or that knowledge into here, okay? And so now what we need to do now is pretty much one last step. We need to mark these as active. So you'll remember that when I imported that spreadsheet, I only had these three columns. I had the knowledge base name, we had the keyword, and we had the content, okay? What we need to do now is mark them as active, okay? It's important to do that because if you don't, it won't sync these knowledge base articles to the AI. All right, so what I'm going to do now is just going to come across to my filter here, and I'm going to select created time, and I'm going to select for today. Oops, between today, and then click apply filter, and you can see, I guess, wait, that's 22 records, okay, that was imported today. And then all I need to do now is I need to mark all of these as active. And again, this is standard Zoho CRM here. This is nothing that's from us. This is all sort of native feature that exists inside Zoho CRM. So hopefully you're getting an idea on how to import data and how to mass update things. So what I want to do is I want to make all of these active, but I don't want to go and tick every one by one. I want to do it all in one hit. So all I need to do is I've filtered by the ones that I want. I can know that because I've got 22 records. I've only created records. These are the only records created today. And then what I do is I click this button here and I'll select all of those. And then I come up here to this button and I click mass update. And then I'll select the field active and I'm going to tick it and I'm going to click update. Okay, here we go. All right. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add another column here called sync settings, which I think I spoke about before, or sync status, sorry, and that's there. I'm going to move, whoops, I'm going to move that up here and click save. All right, and so there you go. You can see this one's running, this one's successful, this is running, and then as they all get synced to the AI, this will come back saying successful. Okay, so let's just wait a few seconds. Let's do another refresh now. I'm not pausing the video here, so just to show you how quick this is. Okay, successful, successful, successful. Okay, all done. All done. That's 22 records done in less than 30 seconds. So literally you could upload thousands at a time. It would obviously take a little bit longer, but you could actually do that. Okay, so there you go. So we've built our first 22 Zoho general knowledge base articles inside Zoho CRM. And of course, now you're probably thinking, well, let's see it work. Okay, let's do that now. All right, here we are back. And now we're going to test it. Okay, so you can see here, I've got my WhatsApp. Okay, here, this is my personal WhatsApp. And behind that is LogixOne Chat, our instance of LogixOne Chat inside our CRM. Okay, so we're not mucking around here. We're actually using our live CRM. And so I'm going to pretend that I'm a customer and I'm going to ask Clearscope Solutions a question about the leads module, the Zoho leads module. I'm going to click enter. Now I'm not stopping the video. I'm still talking. I'm still talking to you, waiting for the message to come in. We still haven't, and then bang, we've got the message. So you can see that message came in here, and then there you go. There's that answer. Okay, hi Peter, the CRM Leads module is designed to store information about potential customers. There you go. Okay, so let's give it another one. Let's ask it, does Zoho CRM have a mobile app? And I don't even need to really spell correctly. I can use poor grammar. In fact, I could ask it in a different language. I could ask it in Spanish and it would figure the answer out and respond in Spanish. All right, so we've just sent that message in, just waiting for it to be received. Bang, it's received. That's like less than 2 seconds. And there you go, there's the answer. Okay, let's ask it one more. AI features. And we're just waiting. There's the message come into WhatsApp. And this is how quick the response is. Okay, so I'm not cutting the video here. As you can see, I'm talking over the top of it as it comes in. So there you go. So there it's answered that question. All right, what you're probably thinking of is, well, what does it do if it doesn't know an answer? Okay, so let's test that, right? Let's ask it something that it doesn't know about Zoho. Okay, so we didn't upload any information about Zoho Books. At least I don't think so. I don't think we've got any knowledge in there. But let's ask a question about Zoho Books. Just waiting for the question. There's the question. There's the WhatsApp's come in, and here comes the answer. Bang. So I'm really sorry, I couldn't find the answer in our knowledge base. Okay, so you forward the message. So you can see that it can't answer that question because it doesn't have that knowledge. We do have the ability, LogixOne Chat does have the ability to go and look externally for knowledge if it doesn't know the answer. We have intentionally set ours so that it doesn't do that. It only answers if it can find an answer in its or in your knowledge base. Okay, let's do another test. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create another question in a different language. So bear with me a second. All right, so let's really test it. All right, so I'll put this here in English, Zoho CRM data, import and export. We'll put here, how does Zoho CRM data import and export? Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll change that into, what do you think? Let's do something that we can read back, sort of. Let's do, why am I taking so long to do this? Let's do Spanish, all right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to copy that. We're going to put that into my WhatsApp. We'll jump back into LogixOne Chat, put WhatsApp on top of it, paste that in there, send it in. Let's see what happens. There's the WhatsApp that's coming to LogixOne Chat, and there's the answer. Okay, so let's copy that. You can also see that because it knows who I am, it's also put in my first name, so it can basically contextually answer questions. All right, so let's go back in here and let's paste that in there. Why isn't that pasting? Why can't I paste that? I think I need to go like that. Paste. There you go. Hi, Peter. Zoho CRM allows you to efficiently import and export data during the importing process. So you can see what it did then. It got the question in Spanish. It looked up an English knowledge base, knew that the question, obviously knew that the inbound question was Spanish, and then responded in kind. Okay, so that's pretty much it. That's how quickly and easily and efficiently you can be responding to your customers' inquiries. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you very quickly here our next feature for LogixOne Chat, which basically means that you can answer questions from your website, not just WhatsApp and SMS. Okay, so here we are. On the left-hand side here, I've got our website. On the right-hand side, I've got our test LogixOne Chat environment. And you can see I've got this little chat with us widget that's embedded into our WordPress site. And I'm just going to pretend that I'm a customer. I've come to this website. Okay, so all right, so you'll notice here's on the left-hand side of the website, and then on the right-hand side is LogixOne Chat, which has received the message. And you can see it's asked the first question here of how, asking for the customer's first name, last name, and email address. So we'll just give it that. All right, so that's coming in here. Now this is a different environment, so I can't ask the same questions. And there we go. It's actually responded to that initial question. Okay. So I think this knowledge base is pretty much around cleaning service companies as a demonstration. There you go. Sorry, that we do not provide cleaning services. There you go. Yes, we do. We do offer. And so you can see this is the Aura AI automatically constructing the message from the knowledge base and then sending it to the customer. So yeah, this solution will be released within the next few weeks. So you'll be able to integrate not only SMS, WhatsApp, but also web chat into your Zoho CRM and be automatically responding to your customers. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. Hopefully it sort of explained how you might be able to further leverage your Zoho CRM environment to do more than just be a sales operation tool. You can actually have it automatically responding to customer inquiries. Imagine that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So yeah, as mentioned, don't forget to like and please subscribe to our channel. That would really help us. And if you'd like a private demonstration of LogixOne Chat or any of our Zoho Marketplace extensions, we'd be more than happy to do with that. We put our links in the description below, and we're here to answer any questions that you might have. So with that, thanks for watching. See you in the next video.